Hello and welcome to the podcast. You spent some time this morning in an internet hole watching grooms see their brides for the first time.
Yeah, when I'm at a wedding, I don't look at the bride. I look at how the groom reacts when the bride comes down the aisle, and It is wholesome. I learned this from the movie 27 Dresses.
Okay.
And it's the best. It's so wholesome. So it's a new trend on TikTok where like someone in the front row just films the groom the whole time, and it's the best thing. If my husband, fiance, I guess, does not do that, I will turn around and I will leave.
Okay. Here's the thing, though, is like I'm a person that's always worried about not wasting other people's time. I guess it's partly to do with the job that we do. We're constantly like, hey, don't talk for more than this long.
Yeah.
Keep things moving.
So you want someone to run down the aisle towards you?
You know how slow some brides walk?
Yeah, you got to like show off everything you're wearing, show a little earring.
No, I would just be standing at the end doing the motion like where you spin your finger. Like
the hurry up motion.
Let's go. Come on. That is called a train for a reason. All aboard. Let's roll.
You just want to get to the part of the party where you're shotgunning beers with the boys in the parking lot.
Let's go.
You want to be that guy that puts his, God forbid, puts his tie around his forehead and thinks he's zany.
Yeah, I do. Get it. You say it now. Let's roll. Party time.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
We can agree on one thing. It's soup weather. What we can't agree on is what kind of soup I should make. And it's because you have way too many rules.
I do have a lot of food rules. First of all, who turned their furnace on yesterday? We refrained. Really wanted to, though. 'Tis the sizz. So yeah, soup season, just stop it with the lemon. Lemon does not belong in soup. There, I said it. It tastes like hand cleaner.
I made the best Greek lemon chicken rice soup. Probably one of the best dishes I've ever made. It was incredible.
But it was too lemony. It was very lemony.
It's supposed to be lemony.
Yeah, okay.
So you think lemon only belongs in dessert?
Correct. I think it belongs in sweets.
No.
Because it's sweet.
Have you ever had lemon potatoes? You're not allowed to have Greek cooking then, because you don't like Greek salad dressing because it's too lemony.
No, I like Greek salad dressing. I really do. It's just got to have extra feta to drown out the lemon. No, I do think that soup you made was good. I would just take out the lemon part of it, and it would have been perfect.
Then it's just hot chicken water. Do you want hot chicken water soup?
Yes. Just add a little sriracha.
No!
I just like getting Ryder really fired up because he's so passionate about cooking.
And soups, especially.
Yes. But you're saying, ooh, I'm going to make that lemon chicken soup tonight. I'm like, okay, enjoy it. You're going to have to freeze it because you're going to be the only one eating it.
That's not true at all.
Everyone on the text line is calling me crazy for not being a fan of like food, like dinner food with lemon. So I put up a poll on Twitter and said, solve this argument for Ryder and I. Really lemony flavored dishes belong in desserts only. I just posted it. 32 votes. Correct is winning with 60%.
No.
60%?
If I was of Greek descent,
yes,
I'd quit the show right now. Embarrassing injuries. I know a thing or two about this.
Yes, you do. Every serious injury you've had
kind of lame.
Embarrassing. You fought a little person on Canada Day, hurt
Broke
your
a rib. Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Blew my knee.
And then slow pitch.
Blew my knee again.
Yeah.
I would say dodgeball is embarrassing, but it can be a pretty competitive sport.
Okay.
Like, you're thinking of dodgeball from elementary school.
I am.
But, like, adult dodgeball is legit. Anyway, I always feel like you're judgy about that.
No, I'm not judgy at all. I think it's great that you're getting out there. It just sucks that it's such a short-lived season for you every time.
The A-list celebrity that hurt herself fairly significantly with this edition of Embarrassing Injury is Rihanna.
What happened? Which, by the way, for so long we thought it was Rihanna.
Right.
She was interviewed and she's like, no, my name is Rihanna. So in case you're listening and you're like, they're not even saying her name right.
I even tried to go with Rihanna for a little while, but no, it didn't work. Anyway, she's completely fine after fans were very concerned after pictures were posted of her with multiple bruises on her face.
Oh, no.
It turns out she just had a really significant electric scooter accident.
I mean, the more you think about it, it makes sense. She was probably wearing something from her Fenty shoe line.
Yeah.
And went face forward because how fast do those things go? Like
just
30.
Ripping.
Don't they go up to like 30 kilometers an hour?
Probably, I'd say.
Wow.
But yeah, she's okay.
Okay,
but
good.
That's what the bruises are from. You have an embarrassing story for us?
I used to work at a hair salon, and the owner's husband came in one day, and he had his arm all in a sling and like strapped to his body, and I like, what did you do? Like, are you okay? What's going on? And he had dislocated his shoulder when he opened the freezer and a box of popsicles came sliding out, and he tried to catch it like between his shoulder and his neck. And he literally dislocated his shoulder and was like out for weeks.
At least he was close to the ice pack.
Exactly. I said, did you at least have a popsicle? And he said, hell yes, I did.
Download the Play 107 app today.
Talking embarrassing injuries.
My best friend's brother used to get really drunk and do stupid things. And one time he got drunk and jumped off the bar, like the roof of the bar.
Okay.
And he broke both his feet.
He broke both his feet?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Was this feel bad for him, but then you can't.
No.
Do you remember what bar it was that he jumped off of?
It was Bo Dibs on the West End.
Great wings. If only he had wings. Too bad. That's so funny. What's your name?
Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it.
Whenever we have stories about seniors, I get really emotional.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's these old people that haven't been able to see their family because of COVID, but this company called Dreamweaver invented something called a portal, and it has really big buttons and really loud sounds so they can hear when their family's FaceTiming them or like Facebook Messenger videoing them. And the buttons are so big. So these old people are able to face chat. It's the loudest device ever. Bless. Love it.
Tell me something good.
My story is about a woman who was arrested in 2012. She had had a really tough 5 years and was supporting her opioid drug habit by stealing, breaking the law. The police officer that arrested her needed a kidney just recently. And she said that him arresting her saved her life because once she went to jail, she really turned things around. So she's donating a kidney to thank him for turning her life around.
How did she know that he needed a kidney? After he arrested her, like, did they become Facebook friends?
I would imagine she probably, once she turned things around, she maybe reached out to
him
thank
in
him.
jail, maybe?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Tell me something good.
Thank you for checking out the show. On Friday, Lisa took the reins a couple times to introduce some things. And
not the best. Never went to radio school. Don't really know what I'm doing. Fake it till you make it is my motto.
Right.
Here we are.
okay, so here's just the clip of the one intro you tried to do. That's what we call it in radio. Check it.
Ryder's birthday. Thank you for listening to Play 107. We're Ryder and I'm Lisa. I'm really bad at introing on the radio. No. We're Ryder and I'm Lisa.
What does that even mean?
Yikes.
So I wanted to give you an opportunity to redeem yourself. Like you said, you didn't go to radio school. Nobody's judging. But everybody wants to see you succeed.
For sure. I hope.
There might be a day I call in sick. I've only had one sick day in my 8 years here.
And you were hungover.
And it was just because I was hungover. But at that point, we had another guy on the show, too.
Yep. So I wasn't alone in here. Never have been for the morning show.
That's
Never.
why I can't take sick days, is I'm a little bit worried.
I'm worried about myself, too.
So I've got some songs lined up here that we just played a few minutes ago.
Okay. So if you are excited and you want to hear the full song, well, it's your own fault for not listening to our show sooner.
Okay.
Your loss.
So So you're going to try to just give like a normal one-host tease of what's to come while a song intro plays, okay?
Okay.
There's some important parts here. You need to say like the name of the station.
Okay.
Usually like right before the music kicks in or the singing kicks in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What am I teasing that's coming up?
Well, what's coming up on the show? We have a list there.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing like a real one.
Okay, ready?
Just like pretending. Okay.
Here we go. You've got a 9-second intro on this song.
I'm so nervous.
On your mark, got set.
Next up on Ryder and Lisa's show.
Okay.
What do you...
Do you want to...
Let's try again.
Let's start again.
Yep.
Same song?
Coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Confidence is key. Woo. Coming up on the show, we want to discuss what do you enjoy to do that is free of charge on Play 107.
All right.
One more time.
Okay, I've got a different song.
No.
This time similar.
I was just starting to get the groove of the song.
Similar length for this one.
Got it.
And it's when it goes do-do-do-do, woo!
Woo!
That's when you need to be done talking.
And I should say the station name before the woo.
Right.
Got it.
Here we go.
Coming up on the show, we're talking about your favorite free activities. So you should text us 780-784-7107. What do you like to do that's free of charge on Play 107?
Nailed it. All right. We want to know what your favorite free activity is.
I'm really glad that we're discussing this, mainly because I was recently logged out of the Netflix account that I've been stealing forever.
The ex-boyfriend figured it out, did
And
he?
I don't want to reach out and be like, yo, what's your email and password again? I don't want to remind the person that I've been using their account. So yeah, I need a new free activity. What is something that you've come up with?
Well, I took my 8-year-old out to play some tennis this weekend, and then we ended up back on the court the next day.
Wow.
She really enjoyed it. She's not very good.
I was going to say, like, I have very weak, dainty, cute, small wrists, so tennis is very hard for me.
Okay. Yeah. She was maybe worrying about that a little bit too. She said her arm was sore. But the good thing was, because she's not great at it, a lot of the balls got by her. So she just spent the entire time we were there running around, grabbing balls, was exhausted by the time we were done.
That's so smart.
And there's so many free courts available around the city. So just find some free courts, take your kids out. And plus, it feels like it's almost therapeutic.
Hitting it.
Novak Djokovic and right at your kid.
Right.
Trying to hit your kid like a line judge.
Eugenie Bouchard up in here.
Yeah, you got it.
The weather is supposed to be nice this week, so you could take advantage of that as well.
Exactly.
I don't know if I would necessarily say that you can brag that it was free, considering how you had to go buy your daughter new tennis shoes.
Yeah, she's big
tennis outfit.
She's big into looking the part, whatever sport we're playing. All of a sudden, I find myself at a store first.
Yeah. Okay, so serious discussion right now, and you're only allowed to have one answer, otherwise you're disqualified. What is the one item you refuse to buy at the grocery store because you know you'll demolish it that day? Like, you love it so much when you see it, you're like, can't buy you.
780-784-7107.
Oh, chocolate covered almonds.
And you'll just tear through them, eh?
Oh, like before I even get home, because I'm not sharing that.
I do the same thing with Junior Mints. Like, every time I go to Dollarama, I'm like, well, I have to get Junior Mints, and I will just pour them down my throat in the car.
Yeah, I'm not sharing with my kids.
Right.
There's no way. They don't enjoy them. They don't appreciate them. If they're going to give you 1,300 points on a bag of almonds, trust me, those things are gold.
All right, we'll put it on the list.
I got to say that mine is bagels.
You just said Junior Mints, and then right before that, you said you're not allowed to have more than one, or else you're done.
Oh, so I'm disqualified?
Yeah, you're disqualified. Neither of those going on to the list of the Hall of Fame.
This sucks. Nikki wrote in saying smart food, popcorn, white cheddar specifically. I can finish a family-sized bag, and I wish I was kidding.
Awesome. What do you got for us?
Oh, I always want to buy like a full cake.
And you live alone, hey?
Yeah.
So you don't buy it?
Yeah, because no one will be like, take that full cake out of your hand.
It's too bad they don't sell more like slices of cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this sad single gal.
I'd say cooked wings are mine. Like, obviously, I'll leave them in the freezer if they're frozen for the right time when there's guests or whatever.
Okay, so a box of wings doesn't count, but if they are already cooked,
Bye.
they don't last?
No.
Remember that time that you had a party and you ordered a bunch of pizza and wings, and then when the food arrived, everyone was like, where are the wings? And we found you in another room eating them on the floor like a creature.
Yeah, I didn't want to
That's
share.
passion. Listen, I'm not even judging. That's passion.
I paid for it, right? So I added the wings for me.
I'm finding this answer quite interesting. Jake wrote in saying wagon wheels. I don't think I've had a wagon wheel since Halloween of 1998. And even then, it was all squished up in my pillowcase and I threw it out.
Right. Yeah, they
Didn't know people still like wagon wheels.
Not that good when they're smushed.
No.
What do you got for us?
Bakery Fresh chocolate chip cookies.
How many do you think you could get through?
Like the whole thing, right?
I've done 2 dozen in a sitting.
Animal facts, Lisa Evans' favorite thing to talk about on this show.
Yeah, honestly, name an animal and I will just Google it for hours.
And you have come across some information that has millennials everywhere shook.
Yeah, because you don't usually Google bears because you think you know everything about them. You think you learned everything. No, you didn't. When you were told that bears hibernate in the winter, what do you picture?
Or just like complete inactivity, right? Just snoozing.
I genuinely thought that they are sleeping for like 6 months straight.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just not roaming around.
So they just sit
They like
there?
move around. Yeah, they're not sleeping the whole time. They urinate less because
They're not moving
They're
or
sleeping a lot
drinking.
more, but they're like a dog. Like they'll move positions and move around, sit up for a little while, go back to
What?
sleep. I know.
So hibernation just means like
they're just not out in the snow.
it means like you on a weekend,
Yeah.
just sitting.
How many berries and fish are they eating though? Because they're not eating anything while they hibernate.
I made it sound like you're lazy on weekends. I just meant antisocial.
No, I'm also lazy. Like I was not offended at all by that. Also, it's weird to think that it's not just bears that hibernate. Like so do skunks.
What?
Where do certain animals go in the winter? They're just burrowed underground hanging out. Like you always wonder, like, how do mosquitoes come back?
So bears obviously do sleep a lot while hibernating.
So much. But when you learn this in school, when they were like, they're hibernating, you just assume they're sleeping for 6 months and not waking up at all. Is anyone else blown away by this fact? Like, I'm laughing at the fact that in school I was like, cool, I wish I could sleep for 6 months straight.
Right.
I don't even know if it's 6 months. I'm just saying.
So you had a big weekend.
Yeah, I mowed the lawn for the first time in my life, and I'm 30 years old. Here's the thing: I'm the third daughter. Mm-hmm. My poor father, 3 girls and a wife. That's how he got out of the house. So he never taught me how to use the lawnmower. He dibsed it.
And he cut the grass every day.
Every single day, even in the winter. No, but, and then I lived in a condo, and now I live with 2 male roommates that hog the lawnmower all the time because that's your excuse to have a beer, a guilt-free beer after. So I was like, I want to do this.
Okay.
And it was amazing. I was like putting my hands on my hips, admiring it after. I'm already brainstorming the aesthetic I'm going to do next time. Maybe I'll do zigzags. I don't know.
What would you call the aesthetic you did this time? Just crooked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missed a couple
Nailed
spots.
it then.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice that you only did the one part of the lawn.
Yeah.
So that's not really cutting the grass.
Well,
that's
the bag
cutting
filled
part
up.
of the grass.
The bag filled up.
Right.
So I just stopped and left it there.
I know you
And got
did.
a beer. I shotgunned it.
Also, cutting the grass for the first time in mid-September is kind of like learning how to shovel in April. Like right on.
Yeah, one and done.
Thanks for all your help over the summer.
Ryder and Lisa.
On Play 107.
Thank you for listening. Man, COVID-19 probably should change its name to Fun Wrecker 19.
Good one.
It's just wrecking fun all over the
Yeah,
place.
it really is.
Oh, see, I need you to be like, oh, why do you say that?
sorry.
Not good.
Why do you... Why do you say... Ryder, why do you say that, Ryder? Right.
Did you hear what Premier Doug Ford in Ontario had to say?
No, I didn't.
Folks, just follow the protocols. I don't care if it's those doobies, joints, whatever you want to call them, or drinks, or anything. Just don't share them. Simple. And wear a face covering.
Okay. So no passing doobies. And then check out this story.
I don't want people having their own, though.
Well, you get too messed up.
Yes, exactly.
Check this.
Officials say a night of sharing microphones and singing at the Kerouac was a super spreader event. 58 cases have been traced directly to patrons from one night, August 23rd.
Karaoke.
58 cases from one karaoke gathering.
Got to bring your own mic.
Like, were they making out with each other in
Well,
between performances?
When you're singing Don't Stop Believin', there's a lot of spit and it'll go on the actual microphone.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You're right. Fun wrecker, 19. Do not smoke the doobie and then go to karaoke. Trust me, you will forget all the lyrics to Jewel.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.